Today flying from Seattle on a 5-stop milk run to Anchorage.
We do a little bit of everything. One day at the ticket counter, one day on the ramp.
Runway is above the ramp.
So a little bit of an uphill and downhill taxi.
A bit of a tradition that the captains will come and buy popcorn.
And this is your first milk run?
Very first time.
9 minutes, 4,000 feet?
About 9 minutes, 4,000 feet, yep.
Wow, shortest flight.
Good morning. Welcome aboard.
Good morning. Great to see everyone again. I haven't traveled for 2 months. In fact, I've been busy working on my flight training, doing instrument flight rules. And luckily, 3 days ago, I passed the check ride. So now this is a little reward for myself, a little trip today flying from Seattle on a 5-stop milk run to Anchorage. This has been on my bucket list for a long time, and finally, I got to do it today.
I'm Brian. I'll be the captain today. My first officer is also Brian, and we fly this flight quite a bit. And our first leg up to Ketchikan, we'll be cruising at 38,000 feet and with a flying time about 1 hour and 38 minutes. After that, we'll continue on to Wrangell, about a 25-minute flight at about 14,000 feet. Then we'll continue on to Petersburg, about a 9-minute flight. That's the quick one at 4,000 feet. Then continue on to Juneau. That's about 20,000 feet and about a 25-minute flight also.
How many times have you done the milk run?
Quite a bit. Yep, we fly this flight a lot. It's my favorite flight. It's a fun one. Flying up in Alaska is beautiful. It's challenging. The weather, the terrain, the RMP approaches are a lot of fun also. And Alaska Airlines pioneered the RMP approaches, as you probably know. The approach into runway 26 in Juneau was the first RMP approach in the world, and we'll probably have a chance to fly that today.
Which shows what to do in an emergency on this aircraft. The 4 doors are equipped with evacuation slides.
At 7 a.m., we were wheels up. A nonstop flight from Seattle to Anchorage usually takes around 3 hours. But today's milk run journey will take nearly 9 hours, with 5 takeoff and landings along the way. After the early start, I dozed off for some much-needed sleep. Helped by the slimline seats, the legroom wasn't bad. The scenery began to change as we headed north. Mountain peaks slowly emerged through the clouds, offering my first glimpse of Alaska's dramatic landscape. After around an hour in the air, we began our descent into Ketchikan. The approach was spectacular. Forest-covered mountains rose steeply from the water, with small islands scattered across the channels below. We could see fishing boats, many cruise liners, and waterways that define this part of southeast Alaska.
While flight attendants disarm doors for arrival.
Thank you for a ride. I'm gonna get off, take a quick look, and I'll be back joining you again.
All right.
Yeah, it's a little bit elevated up above the airport here. So a little bit of an uphill and downhill taxi to and from. Yep. Yeah, Ketchikan Flight Service is right up there, and they control the local airspace here.
So here's my first stop on the milk run, Ketchikan. Airport surprisingly busy. Earlier I was lucky, captain took me up to the tower to take a look, and I was one Gulfstream taking off, Alaska 737 arrived. And interesting also, the runway is above the ramp. There's a terrain, there's 2 levels. And also interesting is the ferry take people across from the airport to the town, across that little strait. And many cruise liner, cruise ship here.
So it's a little bit of a tradition that the captains will come and buy popcorn for the flight attendants here in Ketchikan.
Okay.
They put jalapenos, a little bin of jalapenos with the popcorn, and so it's kind of a fun, special thing. And everyone that works here at the snack shop is just great.
165 was 32. Wrangell, Petersburg, Juneau, and Anchorage would like to welcome Group E as in Bravo. Please make your way to AC1 Charlie 1.
This is a very nice stop. I started to like this more and more now. And I was told this is also the salmon capital of the world, the famous Alaska salmon. And now, back on board the 737 for the next stop.
Hello, I'm back again.
Good morning. Welcome back.
Yeah, you doing all the way to Anchorage?
Yes, all the way to Anchorage.
That's a long day for you.
5 flights in a row. Yeah.
Long day for me and for you.
Yes.
First time for me and many times for you.
Yes.
How many times do you think?
Well, actually, I'm fairly new.
Oh!
Yes, and so this is my third milk run.
Oh, that's the popcorn. There you go, warm popcorn. I'm back on the plane to the very back of the 737, ready for the next stop. Things are getting more and more interesting as we gradually flying up north. 4 more landings and 4 more takeoffs. After a short stop in Ketchikan, it was time to continue north to our next destination, Wrangell. Leaving Ketchikan behind, the views were impressive. Forest-covered islands, narrow channels, and rugged mountain peaks stretched in every direction. The flight to Wrangell was a short 21 minutes at 14,000 feet. But this was exactly what I had came for, a series of scenic takeoff and landings through one of the most remote and beautiful parts of Alaska. The milk run exists because these remote coastal communities are not connected by road.
Welcome to Wrangell. The local time is 9:43 a.m. If you are continuing on with us, we encourage you to remain on board. Deplaning in Wrangell will require you to re-clear security screening. Unfortunately, this terminal does not offer any amenities. Steer well to exit the aircraft, watch your step, and head directly to the terminal.
Welcome to Wrangell. We just landed on runway 28. We flew the RMP approach in here into runway 28, and it's a fun approach because it comes in offset from final, because there's a hill off the end of the runway out there, so it comes in a little bit offset, and then we make the final turn just about 300 feet per final to runway 28. And we'll be departing runway 28 out of here, and right now we plan to land on runway 5 over in Wrangell. So we'll depart, make a slight left turn, and then we'll be coming down the Wrangell Narrows for runway 5 over here.
Because there's a hill in front of us there.
Here that we'll
So we're gonna make a left to avoid.
turn, yep, and then we'll head over to the Wrangell Narrows, come down the channel on the RMP approach over there.
9 minutes, 4,000 feet?
About 9 minutes, 4,000 feet, yep.
Wow, shortest flight.
Hi, my name is Linda, and I'm the AA flight attendant for Flight 65 today, our milk run going from Seattle all the way up to Anchorage. And we are now at the tiny little town of Wrangell. We just stopped here after a 22-minute flight, and our next flight will be even shorter to Petersburg, about 9 minutes. But I just wanted to share that when I was studying to be a flight attendant, one of the first things we had to study was all the city codes of all the different cities that Alaska Airlines flies to. And I was studying codes of tiny little towns in the state of Alaska that I wasn't even aware existed or where they were. And so one day when I handed my husband the list of all the city codes, he became curious about where these locations are too. So he ordered a National Geographic map and put a pin in all the different cities in the state of Alaska that Alaska Airlines flies to.
My name is Bob. I work in Wrangell.
Yeah. And what do you do here?
So we do a little bit of everything. One day at the ticket counter, one day on the ramp, cargo, de-ice in the winter, we do everything.
Oh my God, you do it all here.
We do it all, yeah.
Yeah. All good today? Operation smooth? All good?
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Good to meet you.
Good to meet you too.
Trying to get you out of here, so.
Wait, however, oxygen will be flowing. Put your mask on before helping others. Infant flight vests will be provided if needed. If instructed by a crew member, remove your vest by pulling on the red tab and tearing open the bag. Doors forward, two window exits in the wing, and two doors aft. The floor doors are equipped with ejectors.
All right, this sector is the one I've been looking forward to. America's shortest flight, from takeoff to landing in just 9 minutes. Let's go. You can obviously hear the power change level off at 4,000 feet and now just flying for around the clouds. So the captain earlier was telling me all of the short sectors here were actually hand flown. They were not use autopilot because he said sometimes with the bad weather, with the gusty wind, the autopilot froze out a little bit, so he preferred to fly by hand. Petersburg is a small fishing town surrounded by mountains, glaciers, and the waters of the Inside Passage. The flight from Wrangell takes just about 10 minutes, while the same journey by ferry takes nearly 3 hours. Drinks were served on the ground due to the short flying time. 2 Alaska Airlines flights serve Petersburg each day, one northbound and one southbound. Very short flight, very fun, flying around the terrain, lots of low clouds, but later we saw the runway and they turned right for lining up and much better touchdown than the previous one. And here we are at Petersburg, stop number 3 with 2 more to go.
Thank you. Bye-bye now. Take care. Thank you so much. Thanks for flying with us.
Hell, that was short. Welcome to Petersburg.
Yeah, it was short. About 9 minutes. I got a little headwind, so it might have been close to 10, but I think it was still not.
So during the stop here, I met Corinne. Corinne is the flight attendant in the back. There's 3 co-flight attendants on this flight. How long you been working in Alaska?
I have been here for just over a month.
That's all? Fresh.
Very fresh out.
Very fresh out. And this is your first milk run.
Very first one.
Right.
So I'm learning the ways.
Tell me about culturally, like, do you see any differences flying to Alaska than the lower 48?
I would say the difference is the people you get to take and have as a passenger is a lot different. Just because some of the places that we go are very small towns, and so this is like their only form of transportation. It's kind of like an Uber for them to be able to get to doctors. And so just the closest of the people and just how welcoming, and it's just a cool experience to have and to be able to meet all these people.
We took off again, and our next stop is Juneau. This leg was longer at a flying time of 29 minutes. We climbed it to 20,000 feet. As we approached Juneau, the landscape became more dramatic. The city is surrounded by mountains and water, with no road connection to the rest of Alaska. Arriving in Juneau here felt like reaching the main hub of Southeast Alaska. Our Captain Brian is getting off here. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for flying me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you bet. Sorry
So-
we weren't able to get the RMP to 260 on the channel. We had to come in 8 because there was traffic.
This was 08. I have no idea. This is my
08.
first time landing
Yeah,
here.
that was runway 08.
Yeah, it's very beautiful.
So, yeah, it's
Yeah,
really
very
pretty
beautiful.
up
All
here.
green
Yeah.
here, and
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
So
great.
it'll be a new crew taking me to Anchorage
Yeah,
from here.
new crew to Anchorage, and then have a good trip. Rest of
Yeah,
the
thank
trip.
you, sir.
All
Yeah,
right.
pleasure.
Yeah, take
Okay,
care.
see you.
Have a good
Bye bye. Just arrived at Juneau, the state capital of Alaska. We have an hour, so we can actually go to the terminal and wait. And let's see what terminals are like. The terminal was super crowded. It seems both the northbound and southbound milk run are meeting up in Juneau.
And folks, good afternoon. Welcome on board Alaska Airlines on continuation of Flight 65 to Anchorage. Be on the way here shortly. Once we get up Union Airport, it's 1 hour, 29 minutes of flight time. Weather in Anchorage, it's about like you see here. It's overcast skies, 57 degrees with light winds.
Exit seat requirements on the safety information card, and let us know.
The final leg from Juneau to Anchorage was completely full. In fact, every sector of the milk run had been busy. I was told that I should come back during the winter, when snow, ice, and rapidly changing weather make the milk run even more challenging and unique. Maybe I should. At 2:38 p.m., Flight 65 has finally arrived in Anchorage. Remarkably, all 5 flights on the milk run has been operated on time. Thank you, we made it. Bye. See ya.
See ya.
5 flights done, just made it to Anchorage. But this is just the start of my Alaska adventure because tomorrow morning I'm gonna fly up to the Arctic Circle to a place called Barrow.
Heading out to Barrow, which is the northernmost town in the United States.
As we get down lower and lower, I can see the melting iceberg.
Welcome to Barrow. The local time is 8:22.
Welcome to Barrow. This is the terminal of what the outside looks like. It's pretty chill here. And right in front of me, probably all the way to the North Pole, is ice. How many people you think lives in Barrow? Toilet paper, $40. It gives me a lot of joy to just watch everybody, and then this is what I love to do, and it's create a documentary to see behind the scenes how people work, especially in a challenging station environment like this.